If you think you've met Lara Croft before, think again. Crystal Dynamics' latest Tomb Raider features someone different. This is Lara's origin story, someone we've never met before, making her one of the most convincing video game characters in a very long time. Your journey begins on a boat where Lara is off at sea on her first expedition looking for the lost kingdom of Yamatai. The boat seemingly gets destroyed by a vicious storm and the crew washes up on an island. The island in question is the one they're looking for, but Lara isn't the only one here. A group of cult survivors called the Solari are also here, and they don't take kindly to outsiders. As Lara gets initially captured, here's where you start your transformation, from excited archaeologist to killer. This Lara is innocent, and has never experienced any sort of violence, especially committing murder. Lara begins to take on a series of wounds. From hard falls to pipes impaling her, she soon realizes she's going to have to do things she's never done before if she wishes to escape. This is what makes Lara feel so real. All the beating she takes transforms her entirely. Whether it's the cutscenes where she talks, or the campfire save points where she rattles through her thoughts, she becomes a believable character keen on survival. Even during gameplay, she seems aware and concerned. Even though I'm walking straight, her head is turned at something else. Pan the camera around, and she looks distraught. The look on her face as she gazes upon dead bodies or shrines is incredible. This story is awesome, and has many epic set pieces with edge-of-your-seat game changers. You think it's going good, and it spins it around on you. While Lara's character is fantastic, everyone else seems blah. Supporting characters and antagonists don't feel nearly as real, and ultimately take away from Lara herself in certain moments. There's also some questionable story advancements, though there's nothing here that ruins it completely.
We can free her! We free ourselves!
Gameplay shines in Tomb Raider, and it'll show everywhere. At first you're equipped with a bow and arrow, but later on you'll also get guns. Traversing the land is great, but being in shootouts is even greater. Lara snaps to cover automatically when near available cover, and it works every time. Using bows and arrows is tight and responsive, and it's never felt so good to sink a headshot with one. Throughout the entire game, there's tons of collectibles for Lara to hunt. Small items like artifacts and GPS caches are here, but there's also resources. Resources is what you'll be using later on to upgrade your weapons. Resources can be found on dead bodies or in hidden crates, and you'll be scavenging everywhere to up your arsenal. Most actions in-game also earn you XP, which you can later use to spend on new abilities for Lara, like increased health or better scavenging abilities. What might rub you the wrong way is the identity of the game as a whole. For the first hour of the game, it makes you find camp and hunt for food, really engulfing you in the whole survival idea. But after the first hour, you never have to kill another animal again. You could, but you don't have to. Then there's the actual tomb raiding. Raiding tombs is optional, and when you do them, they're often short. The game is great, but it doesn't feel like Tomb Raider at all. If you're going into this thinking you're getting the Tomb Raider you're used to, that just won't be happening here. Now to brag about the looks. The game looks amazing. The island setting is beautifully made. There are literally countless moments of overlooking an incredible environment. Even in the darkest crevices gasping for air, the game looks great. Appreciate every moment of this hellhole, because it's pretty awesome looking. Tomb Raider does have multiplayer, but it doesn't need to be here. It feels entirely tacked on and forced. There's very little maps, modes, and unlocks, and I just can't imagine anyone will be playing this long. The real experience here is the single player, and that's probably what you should stick to. Overall, Tomb Raider takes a few missteps, but it doesn't fall. Not by a long shot. Lara needs help off this island, and you should be there to help her through it.